Alright, so here's a little video of my system. I know my car looks like crap, I got stuff laying all over, but whatever. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning right now. Came out here to just watch the sunrise, but it's a little bit, you know, overcast for that. Should be up by now, but I mean, it is up by now, but you can't see it. I mean, a little bit over there, just where the clouds aren't as heavy. But it's pretty basic what I have. I got a Pioneer GM 5100T, 760 watt amp, 2-channel, and two Pioneer TSW 252R 10-inch subs. Pretty old, but I mean, I got like I basically got a steal on them, so I'm not complaining, especially because they work pretty well. Not bumping shit real hard right now, but you can't see it very well, but my deck's hardly up at all. Some people are going to be like, why did you keep a stock deck if you're going to put it in a system? And there's a reason for that. On these Pontiacs, this is a G6, there's they've got issues with starting if you take out the driver information center, which is all in the radio, and there's an adapter to keep that from happening, to keep your driver information center and put whatever kind of deck in you want. But the adapter's like $200, and I did this build like really on a budget, so that's why it's a stock deck. I got a line output converter in the back. I'll show it to you later, but it's all tapped into my stock amp, which runs the mids and highs, and the 6x9s in the back. And then I got RCAs from the line output converter into my bass control knob up here, and then from there back to the amp in the trunk. So let's go look at some stuff. Trunk looks like crap too. I got a bunch of stuff in here, but these are pretty old school subs. I built the boxes myself. I spent like maybe $15 on all the pieces, all the material to build the boxes, and I spent, believe it or not, $15 for the pair of subs, and then $20 for that amp, which, like I said, is pretty old stuff, but it wasn't used like hardly at all when I bought it, so it works. All right, let's go turn some stuff up. It's the end of the song, so it got quiet.
You dig? All the way up there. Addicted to cash and the threat. Bad bitch, ass plastic, flame drop in your pocket. Let's have from the sun. These niggas like cannons in your pocket. And all these snakes like shit cannon. Yeah, you rap, but you ain't. Black Panther. Everybody wants to hear that bullshit propaganda.
Pretty good excursion on the subs.
Killing all these bitches. That shit like the plague, get prepared.
Pretty good distance. I'll show you, I forgot to show what the line output converter and everything's tied into, but and these boxes, I mean, they're pretty easy to move. I've just got little hand screw terminals, but they work pretty well. There's my stock amp. There's everything I tied into it, and the box is right there. Can't see it very well because it's pretty dark. All my wires look like crap, but it's a work in progress. I got these boxes are built. They're sealed subs. I got the boxes, you know, the exact volume that they're supposed to be, which is pretty easy to do. You know, when you got just a tube, it really only matters what length you cut it to. And they were tuned to about 55 hertz. And I put some fiber fill in them, and they're down to 44. So anybody who says fiber fill doesn't make a difference, it'll make a pretty good difference. So it bumps. I mean, that's less than half volume. There's with the subs off at, okay, that's like a quarter volume. And I was really surprised. I was checking out the deck, and it doesn't distort until here. About right there is where it distorts, which is more than 3/4 of the way, which is what they say is what most decks get to. So I was really pretty impressed with the stock OEM deck, and I'm used to using this one, so I didn't really want to change it anyway. I've got an aftermarket deck, but I really think it would be kind of a downgrade to put in here, because it's just like a little dual XD250, and I've got it's in my home stereo system that I made right now that's hooked up to my Xbox. So like I said, I did this build on a big budget, or on a tight budget. So just little Pyle dash tweeters. They were like $6, and they got me free shipping on my order, so they actually saved me money. So and I don't have any complaints about them. The way they're wired is they come down into here, and they go into the door, and then I brought them up through the door and connected them to the sail panel tweeters. And then for my door speakers, you can't see them very well. You can kind of see them. Those are Pyle PL63BL 6.5 three-way speakers. Pretty easy to do those. I swapped out I didn't want to cut any of my stock wires, so I took the little harness adapter off of the stock speakers, and I soldered them onto these speakers, and everything works just right. do get a little bit of flex on the outside, not a tremendous amount, because I mean they're just 210s. It's not a lot of surface area, and I'm not trying to blow the doors off this thing. I just wanted something kind of to keep me entertained driving back and forth to work, and maybe show off every once in a while, because they do bump pretty hard. But other than that, it's more just for myself. There's not even any kind of competition anywhere near me. I'm out here in BFE, you know, middle of nowhere, Kansas. So, there's not any kind of competition anywhere nearby. And it was never really even a thought on my mind. The thought of building this system kind of just landed in my lap when I found the deal on those subs. So I just said, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I don't want to be out here too long. I don't want to, I don't feel like sitting out here very long. And I'm not going to do like a distance test or anything today, because you can see it's 29 degrees and it's not going to get a whole lot warmer today. But I'll get a distance test and stuff like that once it gets nicer. But other than that, that's all I got for now. I know there's people with a lot better systems out there. I'm not trying to be a Jonathan Price or a Steve Meade or XO Big Deal or anything like that. I'm just showing what I did with what I had. Just a couple homemade boxes and some cheap subs and amp that I found online. So, yeah, all in all, the build cost me probably about the price of one of the subs, like retail, and the subs are $75 a piece. So, yeah, for what it is, for no more watts than I have going through here. Like I said, it's a 760 watt amp, so that means RMS I'm only getting, 190 watts bridged. And they're 600 watt subs, so they're rated for 300 watts RMS, I think. And it does okay for no more than it is. So, if you watch, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll get some more stuff up soon.